Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to explore a really fascinating principle, the automatic operation of the law of life. Now, as a bilingual teacher, I've found that some ideas just click better when you can see them from two different angles. The English gives us the solid framework, but the Chinese, 生命之灵的律,自动温馨, well, that gives it a kind of poetry, doesn't it? So let's dive in together.
Does this sound familiar to you? I think we've all been there. It's like you're running on a spiritual treadmill. You're giving it your all, trying so hard to overcome something, trying to be better, but you just end up in the same place. It's honestly exhausting, and it can make you wonder, am I missing something here?
So let's put a name to that feeling. We'll call it the daily struggle, or in Chinese, 里程的挣扎. It's that frustrating cycle of trying, failing, and then telling yourself you just have to try even harder. For a lot of us, that's just our default mode.
It's our natural instinct, right? When we face a challenge, especially a spiritual one, our first thought is to just double down. We think, okay, if I just use more willpower, if I grit my teeth and just struggle a little bit more, I'll finally break through. We treat victory like it's a prize we have to earn with sheer force.
But here's the thought. What if that entire approach is just wrong? What if the secret isn't about trying harder at all? What if there's a totally different way, a principle that works without any of our straining and struggling?
And that brings us to this really powerful alternative, an automatic law. In Chinese, it's 一个自动的律. And that word automatic is the absolute key here. We're talking about something that just works all by itself. No assembly required from us.
So what is this law exactly? It's called the law of the spirit of life, or in Chinese, 生命之灵的律. Now, the big idea here is that this isn't something we have to build or earn. It's a divine principle, almost like a kind of spiritual physics that's already installed inside of us, just waiting to be activated.
No, this is my favorite part. The analogy here is just perfect. Gravity. Think about it. You don't try to make gravity work. You don't wake up in the morning and go, okay, today I'm going to work really, really hard to stay on the floor. No, of course not. It's a law. It just works. And the idea is that this spiritual law is just as real and just as automatic as that. So this really calls for a major shift in how we think. True spiritual victory isn't something we achieve through our sweat and tears. It's something we receive by simply allowing this divine law to do its thing. The focus completely shifts from our effort to its effortless operation. So this really presents us with a choice, a real fork in the road. It's a decision between two totally different ways of life. A life of effort versus a life of rest. And I just love how the Chinese puts this. Noli versus ansi. That word ansi, it doesn't just mean rest. It's more like a deep, settled peace. Okay, let's break this down because this chart lays it out so clearly. On the left, you've got the old way. It's governed by this principle of failure called the law of sin and death. It's all about my own effort. And where does that lead? To struggling. But now look at the new way on the right. It runs on a completely different power source, the law of the spirit of life. Here, we're not relying on ourselves. We're relying on God's divine operation. And the result? Resting. It's a total game changer. And here's the best part, the most liberating truth of all. We don't have to live in that old way anymore. The core message here is that we have already been set free from that internal cycle of failure. Freedom isn't something we have to strive for. It's a reality we can just step into right now. Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. This sounds incredible, but how do I actually do it? How do I flip the switch from effort to rest? Well, let's look at how to activate it, or 如何启动, and I think you're going to be surprised at how simple it is. Okay, here it is. 2 steps, and it's almost a kind of undoing. Step 1 is simply stop fighting. Stop trying so hard. Just consciously let go of your own effort. In Chinese, 停止挣扎. And step 2, simply turn to the spirit. It's not some big, complicated thing. It's just a simple turn of your heart's attention. That's it. 只要转向灵. You see, that simple turn, that's the activation switch. It's in that moment when we give up our own struggle and just look to Him that we allow this powerful, automatic law of the spirit of life to take over. It isn't about complexity. It's all about a simple act of reliance.
And what's the end result of living this way? It's not a life of constant stress and frustration. It's a life of peace. Remember that beautiful Chinese phrase we saw earlier? 平安的生命, a life that is truly characterized by peace.
I mean, just look at the incredible results when we let this law operate. Instead of feeling trapped on that treadmill, we are freed. Instead of feeling depleted, peace and life begin to overflow. It's even said that this divine life energizes our physical bodies. And maybe the most amazing part of all, it's no longer us trying our best to live the right way. It is the Lord Himself living His life through us.
This is just so encouraging. It means that even the desire to do good, the willing, and the actual power to do it, the working, both come from God's operation inside of us. So we can't even take credit for wanting to do the right thing. It's all part of this incredible automatic law.
So let's just end with this simple prayer, something we can take with us. Lord, I choose to rest in your law instead of my own effort. Let your divine operation lead me to live you out spontaneously. It's a simple choice, isn't it? Choosing rest over effort, letting His divine operation take the lead, something beautiful to think about.